Just ask God, have a little cup of coffee, let's read some meditation, let me flip open the good word, get some good news for the day, and boom, I'm out. I'm prepared. I walk around all day long sometimes, praying. Just constant little short prayers. And offering thanks. And I've come to realize that when I can acknowledge the spirit that lives within me, and the God that is more powerful than anything on this earth, I can get through anything. And I don't have to beg. I just have to ask. And be committed. And seek that presence. And seek the goodness. And seek the good things just as willing as you were the bad things. And you'll be amazed at how quick your life, things will start to happen. You're going to start to see things that you can't explain. It happened to me. Again, I beg you to just quit living in insanity, man, because insanity, again, is doing the same thing over and over, and you think it's going to be different this time. Okay? That's never succeeded for me. Again, what I think about, I bring about. It's not a whole lot of, this conversation with this young guy was, he's science. Okay? If it ain't on paper, I'm going to find an explanation for it. And I say this, right, wrong, I care. I don't know you, but I care about you. I'm here to care about you. I don't have to know you personally. I know you well enough to know you're sitting in this room, so that means you got something going on. And I want to help you. That's what I'm here for. Okay? This is not for me to come up and be some great speaker and be in the spotlight and everything else. I could give a flip less about that. But this is how God's using me to help you, so I need to be here.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. And then, so the other thing is, so we come in here, and the important thing you need to remember here is we all have an issue, and you're not alone. The people you are sitting in this room with are people you need to be in touch with. Because Scripture says, in 1 Peter 5, 7 through 9 says, give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. Stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Stand firm against him and be strong in your faith. Remember that your Christian brothers and sisters all over the world are going through the same kind of suffering that you are.
That's good.
So you know what that says?
Amen.
We're all suffering. Everybody in this room is suffering from the sinful nature that lives within them. I mean, we all have a hurt. I believe that at some point we all have a hurt. So who better to help somebody that's hurting than the people who know what hurt's about and are willing to learn and lean on each other to get through that. It's, you just have to join, you join together, you support one another, you lean on one another.
Right.
Most importantly, let God do for you what you cannot do alone. See, and what God's doing for me is He's bringing you guys here. And that helps. That helps me. And in turn, I'm able to give it back to you and say, how can I help you? Because we help each other. We're people helping people. That's the way I like to look at this recovery group. Okay? If we break out of here and everybody goes their own separate way, and nobody gets a phone number or a contact or, hey man, and we just all separate, we're going to keep coming back here every Friday. And my goal for you is not to come here on Fridays. Not consistently. I pray that for you. Because I don't want you to get wrapped up in I have to go to a meeting every Friday. You need to be at one. If you're just coming in, I highly recommend that. But at some point, you keep coming long enough, and some of this is going to stick with you. And something's going to change.
Yep.
That's the way, I see it, which, again, leads me back to, mile marker 1. which is we admit we are powerless over our hurt, habit, or hang up, and that our lives are unmanageable. With that, I say, so Romans 10, in Romans 10:10 it says, "For it is believing in your heart that you are made right with God, and it is by confessing with your mouth that you are saved."
Yep.
In this aspect, you are free from your struggle. If you're willing to sit and give that and confess that to somebody else who can help you. And admit that. And accept it and move forward. That's what we're all here for. That's what I'm here for. You know, if anybody, any guy who needs anything from me, I'm letting you know right now, please let me know. Because I ran around for a long time not seeking anybody. And it almost cost me my life. And it was just a big game. And I'm gonna be okay. It's all right. I can handle it. Bottom line is I couldn't. I have more friends now in Minnesota than I ever could have dreamed of having in Louisiana, and that's because I'm two different people. And I owe all that to Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
I give that to God.
Yeah.
This is not me. You know, it was Him working through me to get me where I need to be. And me just accepting that. So, you know, to wrap all this up, you got the beginner packet. It was given to you when you came in. I strongly encourage everybody, before you leave here tonight, to partner with somebody and put this in motion.
Yep.
Take action. The only way any of this is going to work is if you choose to work it. And I understand that today. That's something that really has to be understood. Action steps in this are you need to get a sponsor or accountability partner.
Right.
Call them and meet them. Don't just ask them to be your sponsor or your accountability partner. Call them. I want to tell you what I told this guy last night. What does the word accountability mean to you? Well, I need somebody to hold me accountable. So when are you going to call me? I said, I'm not the one asking for help.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll hold you accountable for calling me. How about
Yeah.
that? Let's
There you
start
go.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
You know? And I mean, it's not, that's what happened to me. Was, you know, it took me a little minute to go into a meeting and say, hey, you want to be my sponsor? I got all excited. Hey, you want to be my sponsor? How many times are you going to call me? The guy goes, I'm not calling you. Don't mean it to be ugly. I'm here to help you. So if you don't ask me for help, how am I supposed to give it to you?
That's right. That's right.
And that was the best thing that ever could have happened.
Yeah.
Because I started having to be accountable and take responsibility,
Exactly.
again, for my own actions and my own recovery. I said this last week. You will control, you definitely control your recovery. That is in your hands. That's not in your sponsor's hands. It's not anybody. That's you. That is you. You need to, I would recommend attending CR consistently. Don't just wait for things to get bad. See, because I went through that little motion too. Well, I drank this week, I better go to AA. My life's crap. Okay? I go to AA, I go 2 weeks, I don't drink, which would have been a holy miracle if I wouldn't have, but just to say. So while things are good, I don't need this group. Don't need this meeting. Hell, with an accountability partner, I'm doing great, man. I'm gonna call him and tell him how good I'm doing. I strongly suggest that. Call him. Call him and let him know how good you're doing.
Yep.
That is like, please, I wish somebody would call me and say, man, I met you last week in the meeting and things were doing great. I'd be like, awesome. You know, that'd be just awesome. Work consistently through the mile markers. Again, in relations with this, my very first attempt at working through the 12 steps was I pick and chose which ones I wanted to do. And when the crap was about to hit the fan, put it on hold. And you know what my excuse was? I need some time to think about this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the right, I can't tell you about this. I gotta find the right person to talk to about this. So, wrong answer. When you put the brakes on and you stop, I know for me as an addict, I like habit. I'm a creature of habit. If I can put this on hold, I'll definitely put that on hold. And then the next thing you know, everything's on hold and ain't crap getting done.
Right.
So, It's, you have to work your program. You have to work your program. Nobody can work it for you. People can suggest how you should work your program, but you have to work your program. You have to take the action. You have to do the work. You know, this is just gonna be such a great thing, because this is the first step right here. This is like, this is awesome. You, by admitting and accepting that your life is unmanageable, if you can move through those things right there and really wholeheartedly accept them, and put these things that I just mentioned in order, I guarantee you got some manageability coming your way. Just don't try to take total control. As people, we want to control because we think, I can manage that. I got it back, give it here, I got it. It's under control. But, you know, things will definitely come clear. You will definitely, your vision's gonna clear up. You're gonna look in that mirror and go, man, I'm so grateful for the day, you know? And you have to me, I have to do that, because I know what I look like and what I used to be. So there's nothing wrong with me passing in front of the mirror every morning and looking at myself going, today is awesome. I don't care what I look like, it's gonna be a great day. You know, just what it is. So, I'll leave you with this. You know, for it is by admitting and accepting defeat or struggle, habit or hang up, and bringing it to Jesus, victory and freedom are yours.
Yeah.
If you believe that, if you give it to Jesus, and you really believe that it's gonna be better, that's all he needs to hear, is you want it to be better. Believe in me, trust me, and follow me. Things will be better. Now, I felt it appropriate because we're starting this series that, you know, we got some good books and stuff that you guys should really check out. And this is one of them.
Yep.
So it's like, I want to give this book away. And I'm going to do that because for some reason God has put on my heart to give it to somebody. But I just want him to have that. Those books right there will help you get through this, along with somebody else. Don't just rely on the book. This is not a do-it-yourself program. The only thing you do yourself is control your recovery. So it's like, if you choose not to let people in, this is going to be a struggle for you. I'm not afraid to tell you that. Nobody told me that when I first started going to AA. I didn't hear a whole lot of that. So it was a learning process, but I will let you know that if you do this, you try doing this on your own, it's going to be harder.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder. Anyway, that said, that's what I got. I hope somebody got something out of it.